Hari Om, Namaskar to all of you. Hey Janardana. Peter D. Reader has asked a very beautiful question. Namaskaram Guruji, an important lesson. I have had attachments to my recent ancestors, but have no real sense of many years, generations back. Yet, from your teachings, we are influenced by them deeply. How does one gain the karmic awareness to the connection and thus apply a solution to potential disrupted connections? My lovely. Good question. I welcome this, Peter. Thank you very much for asking this. Of course, we know our mother, father, we know grandfather, we know at least 2-3 generations we might have known. Of course, there are some extreme cases where kids do not know even mother and father. Okay, posthumously, father would have gone, and even after delivery, the mother might have gone. In all such cases, they don't have any idea about the parents, other than the immediate relatives who may be conveying to them. But majority of our people know almost at least 2 generations before: father, mother, grandfather, grandmother on paternal side and maternal side. Some cases they know great-grandfather also. Sometimes they are living also. I have seen some cases where great-great-great-grandfather has seen the great-great-great-granddaughter. So all these things have happened. How to connect with these people? Yes, of course, I say they are in the blood. The ultimate product is us or our children, whatever it is. But how to connect this 9 generations before this? It seems these 9 generations get shuffled here and there. Of course, in Prayoga Shastra we say sometimes there will be crossfires. Crossfire means from one gotra or one group of Pitrus, one will be born entirely in some other family because of the karma or the liabilities which that particular soul owes to that family, and it remains in that family for 3-4 generations or 3-4 times it is born, maybe over a period of hundreds of years, and comes back to the original source. Such things do happen. Sometimes people are born in the family, but they feel they are not at all belonging to that family. Some people have told me, Guruji, though my parents are there, grandparents are there, everybody is there, somehow I feel I am an odd person out in the family. When I look at my own brothers, sisters, cousins, absolutely my ideas and their ideas do not match at all. Please remember, even if you are born in the same family, there is no necessity that the ideas should match. Every being is unique, not different. That's why I used to say, when we can consider every person as unique, we appreciate the person and we try to imbibe the good things of the person in us. That happens. When we consider them different, naturally, the way we look at them and the way we do things is totally different. That is why animosity comes, angst, anger, resentment, all these things come when you consider somebody different and not unique. Because in uniqueness, there is no comparison. Okay. Everybody is unique if you say. There is nothing like a comparison. If you say everybody is different, there is some sort of a comparison. You should think about it. You will know it. Here also, you may be born in the very same family, but still your ideas may not match. that itself may not be a reason for crossfire. Okay, coming back to Dr. Peter, my good friend. How can we connect with our forefathers? What is the way to have that connection? Please remember, they are inside. Okay. In science they say it is all cell multiplication, so many things. Okay. That's what we say. Here, your soul has to address them. How to address them? How to tell them that, please, be with me. I always used to say that you are not the doer. There is something, an extra force, which makes you to do things. Maybe positive, maybe negative, maybe right, maybe wrong. I am not going into all this. Because once again, right and wrong and all these things, it's a very cumbersome mess. It depends on views, thoughts, so many things, rules, regulations, conditioning, the way one has looked at the subject, so many things are there. Let us not go into right and wrong. But it makes you to do certain things. The illusory aspect of mind is it looks like as though you are doing, but you are directed to do. You get a feeling. Okay, when you see somebody, you get a feeling. That feeling, from where it comes, why it comes. Why it comes with only some people and not with everybody. So there is a connection. We don't see everybody in this world, do we? No. Even in our own colony, there may be so many people which we might not have known. Even some places, even I know somewhere nowadays in Hyderabad also, I find skyscrapers, so many. I went to somebody's house, somewhere 20th floor, 21st floor. Hyderabad, nowadays 50 floors, 60 floors. Today I saw an ad, 70 floors, something. Okay. When I went to his house, I just asked him, opposite some name is there, I am not able to understand it. Does he belong to Andhra or is he from any other place? Just to have a casual, it's not to find out or probe or something like that. He said, I do not know, Guruji, I never see him. Sometimes in the lift he will just smile at me, I will smile at him, that's all. Even the person opposite, we do not know anything about the person. Even though we see the karma is, he is opposite to us, but we don't see him. Occasionally we see him, leave alone knowing him. Leave alone getting to know what he is or who he is, all these things. Why this happens? Okay. All this is connected to karma. This karma, to be addressed, we need the Pitrus. Karmas have accumulated because of doership. Okay? Even our forefathers would have had doership. Not that they were all just saintly. Maybe some of them might have been saintly. I am not disputing. But this same ego, this same resentment, anger, jealousy, greed, this might have been there in the system. Okay. And they themselves are into that karmic circle because of doership. Okay. They have all that is available inside the blood and the bone. Those qualities are already there. If you are exhibiting a quality, it means that it has come from your forefathers. Your forefathers, ancestors, are mainly responsible for how you behave, or how you think, or how you analyze, or how you interpret, how you conclude, how you judge. Finally, how you deliver. Some people, if you see, they have the knack of delivering even an unpleasant thing in a very pleasant way. Some people, even a pleasant thing, they will deliver it in an unpleasant way. The communication skills will not be that good. All these are connected to your forefathers. And it is the combination of all that, those qualities, which is there inside. Among that, one forefather would have been a very balanced person. Such balanced souls become the Jiva Pitru. That is, that particular forefather who is a Jiva Pitru, say X or A, he is the most balanced person in the entire hierarchy of ancestors. And they have something like a control over the entire ancestral lineage. Prayers towards the forefathers in the form of Jiva Pitru, the one who has been very balanced, the one who has acted with equanimity of mind, the one who has taught, or the one who has the knowledge to live life the way it has to be lived. We need the blessings of that Jiva Pitru, and we have to connect ourselves with that ancestor who will teach us how to behave or how not to behave, how to be or how not to be. Please remember. Please remember this. How to be or how not to be. So, the consciousness they give, they make you to think. At the same time, they give you a golden heart to look at things more from the heart perspective. At the same time, give the mind also a reasonable amount of power to execute certain things, but below the heart with full of compassion. So, they are full of forgiveness. Such a forefather forgives his own clan. He forgives his own clan. After all, we are their children. We are their children. So, such highly elevated conscious souls are there in the ancestral lineage with whom a connection has to be established. Probably we do not know the name, we do not know the address, we do not know when they lived, or we do not know where they are. Under these circumstances, don't we have some perception and ideas about some good things? Don't you have? Don't you have perceptive ideas of certain very nice things, even though you do not know it? Yes. Don't you know internally, you have some strong ideas about some very good things. You have some strong ideas about compassion, about love. Somewhere you have something about sacrifice? Somewhere inside you, don't you have a lot of compassion? Don't you have that pity on others, not self-pity? Not self-pity, but really feeling for others? Don't you really have? You do really have. Not that you don't have. That particular qualities are that of the Jiva Pitru, who becomes the guiding force for the ancestors who are already there in the Pitru Loka, learning lessons from Jiva Pitru to reform themselves and become more conscious, so that when they are born as better souls. Okay. So, in your own language, pray to your Jiva Pitru to make that connection. Once you have the blessings of that Jiva Pitru, please remember the connection with all the Pitrus, forefathers, ancestors, it will automatically dawn. This is my reply to you, Peter. Now let us see. Next question is from Vardhini Kuppa. Let me switch on the AC. I too need some comfort. It's very hot here. Comfort zone? No. Guruji, your powerful phrase, I am not the doer, but this will get done, deeply connects with me. It is a beautiful reminder to let go and trust the process. I feel it's something I should keep repeating, especially when I am anxious or overwhelmed. It truly helps cultivate a positive mindset and face life challenges with clarity and confidence. Yes. Disowning doership. Keeping in mind always that you are not the doer. The Bhagavan is the doer. He is the Karta. He is the Karta. And somewhere He makes us to do it. So it will be done because it is done by Him, the Supreme Force, Universal Consciousness, in the form of Bhagavan, Janardana. I call it Janardana. Many people will call it by different names. That is what Vedas say. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Satyam is only one, but it is named in many ways. So, to me it is Janardana. To me it is Prayoga Nrsimha. So, that Janardana, He will lead me. He leads the show. He is the doer. He will get it done. Never ever He will make me fail in my task. He will give me the necessary skill to work it out. He will teach me the way I have to walk. He will open the doors of solution for anything and everything. Every problem will have a solution. And that solution sometimes will be in the problem itself. And Bhagavan will show me the way. Bhagavan, I am not the doer, I am helpless. I don't have anything. It's all your grace, your will and your mercy. That is alone will save me, guard me. And it will take me in the righteous path of existence, where I will be not just useful to myself, I will be useful to anyone and everyone. That's the kind of prayer we tender to Bhagavan. I appreciate Vardhani, you have been already doing this. Next is Vasanti Srinath writes, Namaskaram Guruji, thank you for this wonderful message. How so profound. I feel I should listen to this message over and over again. We have learned so much about our Pitrus from you. I feel it is the grace of our Pitrus that has led us into your fold. When our life is directed by our Pitrus, it seems so foolish on our part to feel pride or guilt by our action. This has answered so many questions of mine, and I believe that acceptance and let go attitude is the best way to live. Thank you, Guruji. I love the cute owl on your shirt. Thanks to that beautiful girl who did that for me on a nice shirt. It's an embroidery, simple embroidery, but it was done very elegantly. Yes, Vasati, I agree with you. Yes. Ultimately, as you rightly felt, it is the Pitrus. It's the Bhagavan. Okay. We need not worry about anything. He takes care. Only when we won't do doership, then the problem comes. Oh, how this will go, how that will go. And he has already finalized. He knows how to do it. He knows when to do it. Bhagavan is ultimate, universal consciousness. You call it that way, this way. It is that. It is already, like Albert Einstein saying, I was given an opportunity to pass by and I picked it up. See, a physicist. How much of, what to say, Vinayam? Vinayam, Albert Einstein, you see, how much of Vinayam in while making that statement. He may be an atheist. I do not know. But how much of Vinayam? How you found theory of, it's already there in the system of nature. Theory of relativity is also there. I was just given a chance to pass by, you see. Great people always acknowledge there is a power beyond them that makes them to do, that makes them to invent, that makes them to discover. That is a wonder. That's how they do it. They know beyond science there is a divinity. That divinity, from that divinity came science. Because science is very useful to man. Technology is very useful to man. At the same time, it is a twin-edged knife. It can be used for destruction also. We are seeing it now. A lot of wars are going on. So I appreciate you. Next question is from Babu Jamni. Namaskaram Guruji. This discourse answered a question going through my mind for quite some time. As why in some families people are so mean in treating their daughters-in-law, at the same time treating their own daughters so differently with love and adoration. Also thinking about all these wars being waged and how millions of innocent people suffer and get massacred for just being born in that geographic location. Of course, I do believe in karma philosophy, but sometimes I wonder what have they done in the past to deserve such terrible suffering in this life? And are the leaders that initiate these wars, will they be experiencing similar fate later stages of life, this life or next? Why can't the Pitrus intervene and stop the cycle of violence at global level? Why can't Pitrus help their own family members live in peace and harmony? Thank you. Babu, by this time you would have known. I have already said. Daughters and daughter-in-law. Let me spend a little bit of time. That's a subject which I always like. The terms are like that. Once you get married, daughter-in-law, son-in-law, father-in-law, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, brother-in-law, all law. Out of the commitment, out of law. Law means you have to do it. Force. may be good, but it's force. See, any discipline must be voluntarily accepted. Those days, things are totally different. Totally different. Mother-in-law was not there, mother was there, daughter-in-law was not there, daughter was there. Father-in-law was not there, father was there. Sister-in-law was not there, sister was there. But today, unfortunately, as I said, it has become even husband-in-law, wife-in-law. Even among them, there is no cohesion or togetherness. That togetherness also is based on some reason. Nowadays, what the kids say, she is very beautiful, so I love her. That beauty will go off after some time. What are you going to do? Are you going to drop the beauty, that person, because beauty is gone? Some girl was saying, I will marry only a handsome person. Hey, yeah, okay. She is very beautiful, handsome, okay, handsome. Somewhere I suggested one boy. He's a very good boy. A little bit well qualified and all. That girl said, no, I cannot. Because height some differences. So, already you have certain things. I want something like this, that's all. The king had a very beautiful golden bed. Okay? Anybody wants to sleep on that should be exact. If anybody desires, he will not say, will you, anybody wants to sleep in my bed, it is a golden bed, people will say yes. He won't say, if your body doesn't, if the person's body doesn't suit that cot, then either the head or the leg will be cut off. So, in life we have already got some structure and we are fixing it to that. We are not allowing life to take its own shape. You have already predetermined. Okay, that's what yesterday somebody was saying. In IT industry, some gentleman was saying, in IT industry what happens? None. Because that person, he was working in IT industry, probably he has seen it, he said, I don't know who. He was saying, no, he has taken a 4-bedroom flat, I should also take it. Okay. He is having a Mercedes, I should also have everything, EMI, finally nothing is there. Okay, everything has gone, money has gone. There is nothing available to them. Okay. Then later 4-bedroom ke liye you have to put something inside. No? Some sofa, some this one TV, here TV, this. So you have to also add that. That is also another personal loan, housing loan, this loan, that loan. You take entire life because husband and wife are earning. Sometimes they will say, hey, you do one thing, you take all the EMI, I will take care of the house. All this planning, very beautiful planning. But whether it is really necessary or not, is it a necessity for you? Whether it is a need for you, it's only a want. When you have a want, you ape somebody. When it is a need, you will know very well, this is all mine, it's enough. This is more than enough. That sort of contentment will come so that the money can be utilized in a much better way. Okay. All these ideas also come only from the Pitrus. Coming back to daughters, daughter-in-law, karma. This concept came very recently, I think maybe 200, 300 years. That's what my master used to say. Rishi Raja lived a long life. He used to say, Papa, 200, 300 years only I see all this. Okay, suddenly something happened. What happened? We do not know. Okay? They started ill-treating the girl coming into the house. And the best part is only a female is ill-treating another female. You see the beauty. The male of the house will get influenced by the eldest female and he will also start, or he will just keep watching even though it is happening. The son who has married the girl and come into the family does not have guts to protect his wife. Then why he married, we do not know. What was the necessity for this marriage? When you know very well, your mother is not okay, your sister is not okay, why did you marry? Just to get a bakra for them to once again. Understood? That's a dishonest decision. If you know very well, heart of heart, your mother, father or sister or brother, they are not okay, please don't get married. Don't bring somebody. If you can defend your wife, then bring them in. Okay. For this also karma is the reason. Past. Somewhere long back probably, this daughter-in-law was the mother-in-law and the mother-in-law was the daughter-in-law. Okay. If you say this, they will not accept. If you say karma, they will not accept. Because we don't know, no. We don't know. Okay. Okay. If I say you are earning very good money because of the past, you will not agree. If you have lost money because of the past, you will agree. See, no. You can see for yourself. Please remember, I don't mean you, because it's more for conversation purpose I say. Many of you are so good, so nice. I'm not talking about it. Generally, just for conversation, you and me means it's more easy. Okay? See the human mind. It plays games. When I say this is somewhere, yesterday only it happened, somebody was not well. They do not know to take a decision because already they have spent a lot of money and he's thinking, they don't know what to do. He's also needed, they don't know what to do. Then finally they wanted to shift to government hospital. Okay. Because there they can try something like that. The girl is struggling. Okay. Poor girl, she doesn't know to take decision. She doesn't know. Okay. She is struggling, literally. Okay. Some decision they had to take about 1-2 years back. They were selling something which they purchased. It was getting delayed. It was getting delayed. They were brooding. Because after all, elders know they want to settle certain things. Normal people, yeah, you can't expect them to think paranormal. Very normal people. Somehow they sold house. But suddenly when I saw it, when I heard it, it looked like had that plot been there without being sold, this would not have happened. What do you say for this? In fact, I mumbled it out of my mouth. Normally I don't say. Of course, the girl gave a defense. She said his brother also was linked. So that is what, it is not because of that. At least she could give me some explanation where she also felt, okay. So most of the time, what happens, you know, if somebody, some consolation, somebody says, it is good. Human mind is all that. It will play all tricks. Probably karma. That is also karma. Nothing can take place in this world without karma. Even wars, battles. People are fighting. Okay, somebody is greedy. Somebody is not greedy. Okay. That's what a judge said. See, when the plaintiff and the defendant are there, both the plaintiff and the defendant, both of them knew that who is the culprit. Is it not? One person has filed a case against the other person. Okay. Don't they know among themselves who is the culprit? They will know. Judge is innocent. He has to find out. See his predicament. He has to go through all that. That's what one judge said in, I think some high court, I don't remember, high court Calcutta, I don't know. I read it in some paper, newspaper. In fact, they both are innocent. What he said is right. He is the innocent person. They both know each other. He has to find out who is the culprit. Is it? Like that, we don't know. Daughter-in-law, mother-in-law. Actual fight today, we know very well who is the culprit. Okay. But that has got a sequence. That sequence is more due to karma, that is from the past. I do believe in karma philosophy, but sometimes I wonder what have they done in the past. They would have done such terrible things, otherwise why such sufferings come? See, pain is mandatory. Suffering is optional. First you should think this. Pain is mandatory. In anything you do, there will be something called pain. Pain is mandatory. But suffering is optional. Understood? Suffering is optional. You want to suffer? Suffer. Pain is mandatory. Okay. So, terrible suffering in this life, because for us it looks like they are suffering. So we write this. And are the leaders that initiate these wars? Probably yes. Leaders also, please remember that. Every leader, a good leader, fights for his country, for the welfare of his country. Maybe here and there some leaders may have a little bit excess. I don't deny that. Maybe, see, we do have bosses, we do have leaders even in politics, like in your organization. A good leader will take the team with him.
A good leader will appreciate the credit of the team. Please remember this. A good leader will definitely
Support the team. When the management says that you have done a very wonderful job, he will say that no, it is my teamwork. It is my teamwork. My team has done it. Had my team not cooperated with me, I could not have done this. So he will share the honors with the team. Boss is not like that. So you have to first decide. Don't say toxic culture. Sometimes you normally say the same thing, toxic culture, even at home also. Daughter-in-law, mother-in-law, it's all toxic. Family is toxic. That is what is happening there also. Okay. People come with greed. Bosses come with greed. They have a target, they have to achieve it hook or crook. They are not bothered about anything. And they choose the best people, best thing, they project as though they have done. They will not reward you, they will not award you. Similarly, satisfying bosses is not possible. Today a girl has written, Guruji, she writes WhatsApp, I am joining some management has changed, a new management has come. So she says, I thought she is very innocent. Very innocently she says, let me see whether that WhatsApp message is there so that I can a little bit. These things I am not exposing the girl, I am not telling her name. Is it not? Yeah, it's there. She says, what does she say here? Yeah, why? Yes. She says very beautifully, please bless me so that I can do well for myself and prove my worth. That's what I need. I am very serious about working on my professional growth. That's okay. Next, thanks Guruji. She said that I want to create a good impression on the new set of people who will take over. This is a big problem. Now she wants to satisfy them. You can satisfy yourself. You cannot satisfy others. Others are always greedy. So, like that, Babu, you are also asking something like later stages of life or next. Okay, why can't Pitrus intervene and stop this cycle of violence at global level? Why can't Pitrus help their own family members live in peace and harmony? Please remember. Pitrus are also learning with the Jiva Pitru. Not that they have become, not that all our forefathers are mature. The only forefather is Jiva Pitru. Every family will have a Jiva Pitru. He is the most intelligent soul. Okay. In the system of nature, everything happens for a reason. Yes, something happens. It may be hurting. People are dying. Okay. People die. That is okay. That will be hurting first. Whom it will hurt? It will hurt people who are living. That loss is felt by whom? People who are living. Now in the recent Ahmedabad crash, so many people died. So many families. People who died, they have gone. But imagine the elders, the youngsters, kids losing parents. Pathetic. What did the kids do at that? Karma. Yes. Yesterday we were talking about collective fate and individual fate. One person escaped from the spot. 242 people died and one person walked out with very minimal injury. Means what? His Pitrus. Or he is not a person belonging to that collective fate. Somebody missed the flight. She does not belong to that collective fate. Somebody cancelled the ticket. He does not belong to that. Okay. All we will say, Pitru stays that because of past. But ultimately, people, how much? It will hurt them. They have lost something whom they loved, they cherished. Will it not hurt them? Yes. Yes. But in the system of nature, everything happens for a larger good, which we cannot, because our mind and our thinking is very, very narrow and it is not vast. We cannot think something bigger. We cannot imagine anything bigger. So everything happens for a reason, but we can deduce it only to the reasons best known to us. And we can reason out, and sometimes we do nirdharanam of it. It is like this, because of this only it has happened. No. Nobody can with certainty say whether this happened due to astrological thing. No, we don't know. Whether this happened only due to Pitrus, we don't know. But ultimately the buck stops with Bhagavan. He only knows. The superior power knows. Both. See, they will say Shiva Tandavam, Rudra Tandavam. There is a lot of difference. There is a lot of difference. Rudra Tandavam, Lord during destruction. Everything has become old, everything is alright, we have to completely demolish it, and when you build a house for 50 years, 60 years, 100 years, it will be dilapidated condition. Everything will be wiped out in one lot and you will rebuild the house. That's what happens in the system of nature. Old things go and new things come in that place. The beauty here is the old wine in a new bottle. So that is there. So, when a larger perspective, if we can see, we know that there is a reasoning, we do sympathize with everybody. What help we can do, we have to do to them. We must sit with them, we must cajole them, we must make them to continue their life. Because life, every person has to live. Whether you like it or not. You cannot brood. If you keep brooding and crying, you will create more negative aksharas. Nobody can help you. You have to help yourself. You must have the confidence to come out of it. Nobody knows the worth of a person as long as he is there. When the person leaves the spot, or when the person vanishes, then they understand how important it is. Why everybody cries? When the person was alive, They would have fought with him. They would not have followed whatever he said. They would have treated him just like a scum. They would not have given him any respect, any regard for his words. They would have done what they wanted to do. Once he leaves the scene, everything looks gloomy and dark. That shows that they are greedy. They are even now greedy. Somebody wrote to me, I am a bandicoot, I want to come out. He is not taking any steps. His wife is not taking any steps to come out of that. But they want all that comforts to come out of that. You see, no? You see how greedy they are. Even then, they have not realized. Okay, we have become bandicoots. We have to come out of it. We have to come out. We were in a comfort zone. We should now come out and see the reality of life, live the life and demonstrate to elders and masters who were with us that we can do it. The masters or the elders will be very happy. Okay. The harshness which the master or the elders or the Pitrus use because you need to be reformed. Not that they have left you. You have to grow. You can't keep singing the same song. If you sing the same song, you will perish. There is no way out. So the greed in the person should move. Even that greed would have come from the forefathers. So pray to Jiva Pitru to remove the greeds. Why can't Pitrus help their own family members to live in peace and harmony? Hey, Guru, you people will commit anything and the Pitrus have to ratify it? No. With the doership you do so many things. You say, this is my son, this is my daughter, this is my property. Where did Pitrus go at that point of time? Where did it go? My son has got IIT. What's that? My son has got through in NEET. My daughter has got doctor. Where did Pitrus go? Your son, your daughter. You yourself belong to some lineage. You are yourself a lean to your forefathers. With their grace you have come. When we come, we need two people, father and mother. When we go, we need 4 people to lift the coffin. You call yourself independent. When you are born itself, you are dependent. When you go, you are more dependent. In the middle, you are independent. We never recognize that. It is our forefathers. Do we recognize them at any point of time? Have we told them any point of time, hey dad, hey mom, you have done so much for me. Hey grandpa, hey great grandpa, great grandma, maternal side, paternal side, otherwise I would not have existed. Leave alone gods. Have you been gratuitous to your own lineage, to your own forefathers, to your own ancestors? It has not happened. And you claim relief when you are in trouble. That shows the greed in the mind of the human. I'm sorry, Babu, you are not greedy. Just I have used your example to say what it meant. Thank you very much. It's a nice question. It's very beautiful. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Bye. Some other time.